Plaintiff Amanda Tom says after 3 months of dating, she and the defendant moved into her newly built house. But things soon went sour. Amanda says she was tired of the defendant's lies and finally kicked him out, causing him to break into her home. Amanda's suing her ex for an unpaid loan and locksmith fees. Defendant Jared Bussell says the relationship with the plaintiff did go downhill, but it wasn't because of him lying. It was because of the plaintiff's nagging mother who moved into their home and ruined their relationship. Jared says he owes his ex nothing, and he didn't break into her house. He used his key.
Prove your case.
Back in the beginning of 2005, I met Jared at the volunteer fire station where both of us did some volunteer firefighting. We started dating in March, and everything was going great. We went out everywhere together. We stayed at each other's house. We
Sit around the fireplace.
Exactly, inseparable. It was wonderful.
All right.
So my parents were actually having a house built so that I could pay payments on it, live there. I said, well, why doesn't he come and live there as well? So that way, both of us were living on the same roof, and we were getting along so well, we wanted to spend even more time.
How long after you all met did you decide to move in?
3 months.
Okay, 3 months after you met,
yes,
you decided to move in, and what happened?
Everything after that, it just kind of started going downhill. He wasn't helping out around the house. He wasn't...
That's not the way it happened, Your Honor. We did not start having our problems until her mother showed up, and that's when it all started going downhill.
Judge Mathis will be right back.
I'm on my cell phone calling him on his cell phone. I called the fire station with my home phone, and lo and behold, somebody named John answers the phone. So you're obviously
not... You cheating on you with John.
8-8 verdict. Plaintiff Amanda Tom says her ex broke into her home while she was out of town.
What do you say happened?
I'd go to work 5:30 in the morning. I'd, sometimes work a 15, sometimes 20-hour shift. I'd get home and basically nothing would be done. They'd be sitting down, watching soap operas, whatever. Not even watching the Judge Mathis show. I can understand that. But we'd be watching soap operas, okay? And, I'd get home, and then they'd be like, well, we got what I call honeydews. Honey, do this. Honey, do that. Honey, do this. Honey, do that.
He actually never did any honeydews, not a single one. He mowed the grass once, and that was it. For an entire month, he mowed the grass.
What do you believe caused the deterioration of the relationship?
I think it did have to do with my mom, a little bit. But mostly he was staying out. He wouldn't tell me where he was going. He would go to the fire department and really stay there until I went to bed or whatever.
Your mom went to bed?
Yes. The last time that he lied, I called him up and I said, you said you were coming home. When are you coming home? And he said, well, there's nobody at this fire station. So I said, okay. I'm on my cell phone calling him on his cell phone. I called the fire station with my home phone, and lo and behold, somebody named John answers the phone. So you're obviously not...
He cheating on you with John.
No, he wasn't at the fire station. John was the only one at the station.
All right.
He was at his mother's house.
So let's get to the loans,
okay. Before we actually moved in, I took out a loan, and the reason I took out a loan was so that he could pay off his truck.
What was the agreement on repayment?
That he would pay the loan, the amount of the loan each month, which was like $128 a month.
All right. And how many payments did he make?
None.
Zero.
Zero.
So he owes the total amount.
Yes.
Where do we get this locksmith fee?
Oh. After I kicked him out, calls me and tells me he wants to come and pick up his stuff. And I said, well, I wish you would have told me this prior to now because I'm on my way to Houston. And I told him, come back on Sunday. He says, that's not good enough. I said, well, I'm already in. I'm almost to Houston. So on Saturday, I get a phone call from my alarm service. He's broke into my house.
Your Honor, I did not break into the house. I had formerly had another key made, and I used the key that I had made
you wait till
to
she
enter.
Got back? How long were you going to be gone?
I was gone a total of 2 days.
And he couldn't
wait.
The
whole time that she was gone, that 2 days
John had you so hot you had to get in there and
exactly.
Get your stuff immediately.
Well, number one,
you had to get your stuff immediately. What were you moving to that you had to get it out so quickly?
Number one, there is no guy named John at the fire station. His name is Jeremy.
Jeremy, all right.
He did not, okay,
Jeremy,
he did not.
John, all right. You would know. Go ahead.
Yes, I'd go to the fire department, but prior to that, I went to my parents and my little sister's house to have dinner. Then I ain't seen him over a month because every time I went to go see him, she'd get mad. I went to dinner with my parents.
You sat up having conversation with your parents till 2, 3 a.m.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's what he told you.
Yes.
Okay, I don't think Cece's Pizza stays up till 3 a.m. Me, my parents, my
You
little
and
sister.
Jeremy. Or what's his
No,
name?
Jeremy's at the station.
Oh, okay.
I left whenever he arrived.
Go ahead.
That's whenever I left, when he
Oh.
arrived. She kept on calling my phone, so I got tired of her calling. I shut it off.
And ultimately she kicked you out. Let's get to this loan.
Okay. I went to work, and then she went to her bank, got a loan pulled out in her name. And then she calls me at work. She says, hey, your truck's paid off. I'm like, okay.
Whatever.
And so
How many months
whatever.
before breaking up did that occur?
this was about the time that we moved in to the same house together.
Okay, right from the beginning of the move-in.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, where we go from here?
How many more
So-
months did you all stay together after that?
1 month.
About a month and a half.
You only lived together for the entire time was only a month, month and a half. You
In the
said,
same house, yes.
yeah, in the same,
In the same house, correct.
How else would you live together?
Well, shit, whenever we first got together, it was like almost every night she'd be over at my house
Or mine.
Okay,
or hers.
go ahead.
And so the only thing I can think of, right, she would take out a loan. She wants a nice, hot, sexy little down-to-earth country boy living with her. So,
All right. So she was paying for it.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Did she ever tell you you needed to repay the loan?
She said, help me make the payments on the house.
No.
So what did
and
you say?
split the
No,
bills.
not the house, on the car, the truck.
No, she said help me make the payments on the house and pay half the bills. So I said, okay.
Household bill.
Household bills.
Not truck bills.
No truck bills.
And she never specifically said, when are you going to pay me on this truck?
Whatever.
When did you, ma'am, first tell him
The
that?
first time was the first payment that was due at the beginning of September, and that's about when the same time that he got kicked out.
September of 05.
Yes.
And he moved out October. You put him out October?
No, September.
When did you finance it?
Oh, July.
So August, everything was all right with the two of you.
Well, that's when my mother was there, and that's when he was saying that things weren't going exactly
Did you
right.
ask him for money in August?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said, I don't have any money right now. As soon as I get more money, because he was in between jobs at one.
Regarding the truck?
Yes,
Do
regarding
you
the truck.
recall this conversation?
No, sir, I don't.
September.
September 1st comes around, he hasn't paid me a cent. He has no money for the house. He has no money for...
You put him out in September.
Right. I didn't...
October.
October, I called and asked for the money again. Can I have some more money? He says, I don't have the money, but I have...
November. But I have what?
But he goes, but he had paid money towards his sister's car because his sister owed money on the car. And that's the reason why
How
I said...
did you know that?
He told me this.
Did you tell her that?
I never told her that.
Is it true?
Ever.
Did
No.
you pay it?
No.
Never made a payment on your sister's car?
Oh, on my sister's car, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Sister's car, yes. But I never told her that.
How do you
Then
think she
how
knows?
would I know that?
I don't know, because I never told her that.
Does she think she's psychic or?
No, she's just crazy.
She has not once asked you to pay on this truck.
No, sir. Not on a truck.
Your witness want to speak?
Yes. This is Haley.
Hi. I am his sister, and
You're his sister?
Yes.
We'll be right back. Coming up next on Judge Mathis.
Thursday on Judge Mathis.
We dated for about 2.5 years. He was addicted to internet porn and had a large girl fetish.
She might drop it like it's hot, but the big ones drop it like it's real hot.
Thursday on Judge Mathis.
Jared Bussell says he never asked the plaintiff to pay off his truck, so he doesn't owe her a cent.
Go ahead.
I know my brother, and I mean, I didn't know about their living situation as far as their personal situation, but I did know about the truck loan, and I knew about...
How did you know?
Because I'm friends with her, and then he told me that, yeah, she took out a loan for the truck so that he could pay it off, so that they could split the bills. Like,
Did you hear your sister just snitch on you?
I know. I know. I know.
What do you want me to do?
Well, number one, I don't think I should be held responsible for her going out and pulling a loan in her name at her bank, and then just all of a sudden call me up and say, hey, your truck's paid off.
No, if you agreed to pay it, you should be responsible.
That's just it. She didn't say that she was going to go do it. She just went
Did
and
you
did it.
ever agree to pay it?
No.
Did you hear what your sister said?
Yeah, she said that Amanda
She
told
said
her.
you told her you would pay off the truck loan. That's it, sir. I heard her. Everyone else heard her. Your own sister said that you told her you would pay off the truck loan that your ex-girlfriend put in her name on your behalf. I'll grant you your judgment, ma'am. $3,727. Have a good day, player.
I hope that we can still be on civil terms. We haven't talked for a while, but I feel that our relationship, of course, is definitely over. He's lied to me so many times that it's definitely over.
As far as the lying, I don't know what you're talking about, the lying. Okay, I don't know where that's coming from. But as far as that, no feelings, no feelings at all. All right, she can go about her way, I can go about mine, be done.